Riven won one game in round one. It's not going to be on the front of the graphic.
So oh man, the only way he's getting it now, I guess, is if he wins a game in either winners finals if he wins this set, or in losers somewhere should he lose. I just think it's so funny.
Yeah, that is. Alright, Sensei saying crazy. You're crazy if you think I'm going Mimin and Steve. I can kind of understand the ZSS pick just because mobility helps ZSS try to track Steve down, where Mimin's probably just gonna be punching the blocks.
Damage. All right, here we go. I mean, it's gonna be that's gonna be Steve's claim to fame in a lot of the matchups. That's gonna be a little bit tougher for him. Is that his punish game is just so good that it doesn't matter sometimes. He can still do 50 off of single hit and bring you to 100 in a blink of an eye. However, a lot of Steve's tools kind of get stuffed out by ZSS Zair and Flip Kick being so good, because ZSS can escape juggle situations insanely quickly. Why he let him go to FD is beyond me. But here we are.
Oh my! I thought as ZSS rolled in, I thought the block was gonna disappear and she was gonna get like duffed by that anvil, but okay, never mind. It still works. I'm like, oh, look at that. ZSS counted as one underneath the magma block. Nope, still get hit.
Like, yes, I see you, WebJP, and I think you're probably right. Like, this stage is pretty good, depending on the matchup. I would not want to go here against Steve.
Yeah. Like...
No, sir. But you know what? Maybe like with a lead, you can really poke Steve out with Zair so much. But man, these has been getting so much off of these pivots. As wow, he's living. He's living. All right, gonna wait him out, but that's where Plasma Whip really earns its money. Because Steve will eventually have to poke his big square head up above a ledge at some point.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Did he get him with back throw flip kick? Was that?
Yep. Mm-hmm. The old reliable, baby.
That's no.
Except what it does.
It should never work. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It always works except when it doesn't.
Back throw flip kick, for anyone that doesn't know, is a pure DI check. If you DI out, it will never hit you.
Yeah.
If you're not DIing out, it will. That's huge. That's so big. He's still getting out damaged in this final stock, but just the fact that he's on the same stock as in this instance and he has a chance to win this game is phenomenal.
Okay, I like the play from Sensei there, just baiting out the magma blocking and stuff, but the problem is the blocks on the ground were still in the way, so he really couldn't like land next to Steve and do like some sort of like offensive option. He still had to just back off.
And the Plasma Whip is always going to poke through there. He still has plenty of blocks, even stronger blocks at this point. I can't believe he didn't have time to get anything after that head-up attack.
Oh, Plasma Whip goes through the blocks. Alright, that's important. If you have a move that can go through Steve blocks, I feel like that's super valuable in the matchup. Because then he can't just like set up camp behind it. He has to respect your options.
Yeah. So it depends. It's a command grab sometimes.
When if Steve is in it.
Yeah, right. When Steve is in the cart, it's just a hit. And if it's a very, very strong hit, if he's using powered rails, but that consumes both iron, gold, wood, and redstone. However, when he's not in the cart, it functions as a command grab, and it will go right through shield. No change of stage, no change of character, just going right back into game 2.
The real mess up thing is that Steve has a tick though, so he can ride the minecart into your shield, and then once it hits your shield, he can jump out of it, and then it will grab you. It's kind of messed up.
it's like, I mean, there was talk. I mean, a little bit before Midman came, or before Sephiroth came out, but after Steve had been released for a good moment, that is Steve's side B. Is Minecart the best side special in the game? And while I don't know for sure to say a definitive statement like that, man, it's a hard.
I mean, it's definitely up there.
Like, it's up there. It's really good. Getting the only problem with it is that it takes quite a bit of resources to be like that impervious move. And as long as he doesn't have gold, then yeah, Sensei can feel very free just to challenge it with fair, like he has been doing.
Yeah, I do like earlier when was planking, is that Sensei kind of waited him out, drifting back onto the block to try to challenge with a forward air. It didn't quite work out, but I do like the idea of him trying different things to figure out if he can find a solution to that.
It's one of the many things that you have to solve within this matchup. Is wow, okay, that a little bit of charge but no rage really making the difference. CSS being rather light. And this is the inverse of the problem that Sensei was facing earlier. Like, now the game plan that CSS can fall back on, just like using side B to go through the blocks and stop Steve from mining, using Zair just to poke his relatively slow airspeed just to keep him out and keep him away. Now he actually can do that because he has this lead and play to ZSS's main strength, which is just not getting hit.
Wait, what happens if ZSS grabs him through a block? You know what I mean? Because he can't get teleported to ZSS because the block's in the way. I guess I'll have to test that out later, but that'd be funny.
I would think the grab would just get broken, but I'm not sure. Steve is just chock full of these like weirdo single interactions that just make a whole lot of difference in every individual matchup. It's like, hey, did you know that block does this when interacted with this? Or did you know that like you get iron and stuff when you're mining TNT? It's like, oh, like, wow. Okay, ZSS can grab through blocks. That's good to know. Not again.
Okay, yeah. See, the knowledge check. He knows his time. Oh no, it's the DI out, so he doesn't get doesn't die at like 55.
Runs up, stands on the block, which I guess allowed him to get that follow up just a little bit later. Okay.
So I like these preemptive like dashbacks in case goes to the other side of the stage, so he can continue to pressure, or yeah, pressure in case they go there.
Yep, swinging him around. Not much that Sensei needs to do, but he can't be taking shots like that diamond back air.
Oh, that's a scary spot.
Got a landing hitbox on that too. Wow, if that would have buried, that would have been incredible for Sensei, but he's got the, what is it, the spike hitbox. Very low on resources and he dies. He dies from that side special about mid stage.
Oh my god, using an iron block. That's not something you usually see.
Thank you, Dingo, for the follow. You're watching a very polarizing isn't the right word. Slow tempo, obviously, because it's Steve, and that's just every matchup of his. Yeah, we're watching a matchup.
Yeah.
This sure is a game of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Auto jumping.
Yeah, I thought I could catch him with that back air, but the anvil, too strong.
Flip kicks back. He does have diamond tools with him.
Oh, I like that jab on block and then baiting out the option afterwards.
Very little resources, just enough to get back to ledge. But no way to gain them back.
Yeah, Sensei actually doing a really good job of just dealing with the planking. Just like, okay, you're gonna plank, well, you don't have any resources, and I have the lead, so you can just kind of do this as much as you want, but you gotta do something, because you got a minute 40 left. And just really throwing out safe options for in case, actually does decide to get off the ledge.
Yeah, he played that entire game. He played that entire game with FD in mind, where there is no recovery mix-ups that Steve has to get past side B and to get past ZSS's superior speed and mobility. He can wait off stage all he wants. He can set these blocks, refresh his ledge invincibility, and use up every single block he has. But I can beat him with Paralyzer. It will come with Paralyzer and with side B because it'll come out before the minecart. He doesn't have gold, so he can't power through anything. Like, it was just prepared game plan. And a rather safe game plan. Even if he could have gotten the kill earlier, he wasn't going to risk missing a flip kick. He wasn't going to risk missing a back air and sacrifice a situation where he had every advantage.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about how it is very important for, especially when you're fighting Steve, to get the lead. Because we usually say, oh, it's because if Steve has the lead, he can't spend as much time building up resources because he actually needs to fight you. But it's also really good to have the lead versus Steve, because if Steve decides to plank, it's just less effective because you don't feel the need to really take a risk and go out there and try to hit him.
Yeah, you don't have to risk hitting him, but you do still have to apply pressure. Because if you let him get back on stage, he'll mine every resource he needs. But if you keep him off stage, like Sensei had been doing, then he's slowly bleeding resources instead of gaining them.
Yeah, so the beginning portion of this game is going to be very important, as we're going to see what kind of game we're going to see. Are we going to see that the same game 2 where Sensei is able to just let Steve ledge plank and realize he's just bleeding resources? Or are we going to see Sensei forced to actually go off stage and try to contest Steve planking? It all is decided on who takes like this first stock.
That grab was so good. It was a jump call out, pure and simple. And here we are, back at ledge. Hello, everybody. I hope you missed this. It goes to the other side, and the same thing is reset. Well, needs to find a way past this side special on the limited resources that he is. And just a normal jump. Forgetting the Steve tech and just using his Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, that up be a bit hasty. Oh, can we look at Steve's inventory? It's all wood and dirt. There is no metal. Okay, now there's a block of metal.
That's what I mean with these stages, like Battlefield or FD, while they may not be normalized or they may still be a set rotation, how Steve gets items or gets his resources is still mildly unknown to me. But regardless, it's not like PS2 or or Northern Cave, where you're gonna get a consistent, like you're gonna get stone more often than not, or you're gonna get iron more often than not. Like you're gonna get every type of resource, which makes getting things like iron a whole lot more uncommon.
Oh my god, okay. I thought they had air dodged.
Good up smash to punish that down tilt. Laggy as it is. Very good move, but very, very laggy.
Oh, okay.
Reverse
That was kind of weird. Steve just got like ejected out of his minecart and just kept going forward.
Alright. No gold on deck, so that minecart is going to be very, very slow. Oh, okay. A little bit of an errant boost kick.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, now Steve has Diamond and the lead. This is probably the worst spot you could be in when fighting Steve. Because now, if all gets sent off stage, he can plank and realize, oh, you actually have pressure, or you're actually forced to try to interact with me now.
No, he's too. Steve, we talk about a bunch of other characters that pancake. Steve up B is no exception. Like that move sends this square man himself flat against the dirt, which can make it. Wow. Okay, he lived. Good DI coming out from Sensei. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I feel like Sensei is getting kind of antsy with these up Bs. That's like the third one he's gotten punished for this game.
Yeah, it's a killing out of shield option, but it's not necessarily super big. 66. Sensei's gonna need some sort of nair flip kick. He's gonna need to get a flip kick punish at this rate.
Oh, there it is again. Way too antsy with those up Bs. That was a Hail Mary up B if I've ever seen one.
It definitely looked like one, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard when you don't have the lead against Stevie. You need to reclaim it back from him. You know, it's very valuable to have that. So you'll try anything, but that doesn't mean